We're here to honor and remember a fearless warrior for liberty, beloved leader who galvanized the next generation like nobody I've ever seen before, and an American patriot of the deepest conviction, the finest quality and the highest caliber. He was assassinated in the prime of his life for boldly speaking the truth, and that's why this afternoon it's my privilege to posthumously award Charles James Kirk, our nation's highest civilian honor, the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
It was a day of honor at the White House. President Trump paying tribute to Charlie Kirk by giving him the Presidential Medal of Freedom. And his lovely widow, Erica, accepted the award on her husband's behalf. She spoke emotionally about what he stood for and what might have been in store.
It's such an honor and the recognition of a life lived for defending freedom. And that's what Charlie fought for until his last breath. There was no limit to what he would have sacrificed to defend freedom for all. And if the moment had come, he probably would have run for president, but not out of ambition. He would only have done it if that was something that he believed that his country needed from a servant's heart standpoint. My message is simple. I want you to be the embodiment of this medal. I do. I want you to free yourself from fear. I want you to stand courageously in the truth. Listen for the still, small voice of God. And remember that while freedom is inherited in this country, each of us must be intentional stewards every single day. God began a mighty work through my husband, and I intend to see it through. And the torch is in our hands now. It's in mine, it's in yours, it's in all of yours. It's in all the students with Turning Point USA.
And joining us now is Mikey McCoy. He's Turning Point USA Chief of Staff, and what an incredible job you have and an amazing woman to work for. I said yesterday on The Five that I think she's the best orator of her generation, and I am excited to see what the future brings for her, and we share in all of your grief. One of the things that she was saying there when she said, I want you to embody this medal, is she was talking to the people who are a part of Turning Point and those who have recently joined. Mikey, I am astounded by how many people have wanted to be a part of this movement in the last month. Can you tell us a little bit about those numbers and how you are managing all of it to make sure that they can be a part of your incredible organization?
Yeah, we're at 130,000 chapter inquiries. These are students that either want to get involved or start a chapter on their campus. We're at just under 3,000 new chapters across America. That's on both high school and college campuses. But we're at, this is the really exciting number, 114,000 new students across America since 9/10 who have attended for the first time ever a Turning Point USA chapter meeting. And so this is the place for free discussion and dialogue. And what's really important here is Erica mentioned this in her speech. The mantle is for all of us to carry that Charlie's left behind. And she goes up there and she talked momentarily about the first time she met Charlie, and it was supposed to be a job interview. And she met in New York with Charlie, and at the end he said, I don't want to hire you, I want to date you. And she said, I thought it was going to be a job interview. It turned out it was a relationship interview. But I told her yesterday, 7 years later, it turned out it really was a job interview, Erica, because you're now the CEO, and you stood up there and you said, it's one of the most powerful lines, that it's our job to carry on this legacy. And this medal is a representation for all of us, that we should carry a legacy like Charlie did. And so all of these students, the reason these numbers are crazy right now is because they are inspired by Charlie's life and they want to speak up. They want to live boldly like he did.
Listen to President Trump about how Charlie Kirk was growing TPUSA.
Charlie grew Turning Point into the largest conservative youth organization in the entire country. He forged a personal bond with countless young conservatives. He fought for free speech, religious liberty, strong borders, and a very strong and proud America. In everything he did, he put America first.
Mikey, in the commercial break, you and I shared that we both went through high school speech and debate, and the debate part of it has changed a lot, and I don't like the way that it's gone. And to me, it seems like if you are a young person and you want to join this organization of Turning Point USA, it's like the new and improved way to see debate. What do you get out of being a part of Turning Point USA? If you're a young person, one of these 350,000 young people have reached out and said, could I be a part of this too?
Yeah, speech and debate for us used to be the place for free dialogue, where you'd have conversations on America's exceptionalism. But now it's become this woke chamber on how bad is America really? And so TPUSA is now the new speech and debate, if you will, and it's the place of free dialogue. These students want to come. They want to discuss how good America really is, what we can be doing better as a country, what direction we're heading in. They're discussing foreign policy, bills passing in Congress. This is the new place for free dialogue, and it's Charlie would have loved this. But this is something I really love to say, is Charlie, half the time on college campuses, he was talking to students and bringing them the truth. But the other half of the time, he had his microphone down and he was listening to what these students had to say. And so that's how President Trump called him the youth whisperer yesterday. That's why he listened half the time to these students, and he understood their problems, what they were going through. He would bring those problems to Capitol Hill, or he would bring those problems to his friends and say, we need to redirect the way we handle things with young people. And that's what we're doing now, is we're listening to these students, but we're also giving them a voice on campus for the first time.
Listening is a superpower. Mikey McCoy, I hope you'll stay in touch with us. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.